She was one of the most photographed women of the 60s, the voice of perhaps that decade's most scandalous song. But Jane Birkin may be best known for the highly desirable Hermes fashion accessory that bears her name.
When I went to America, I don't know in what interview, they said, you mean Birkin like the bag? So I said, oh, well, now the bag is going to sing. What can I say? And I thought, on my obituary, it will say like the bag or something.
It is so funny that after all this, you might be known for a bag.
I might. Well, could be worse.
Birkin first gained notice.
You weren't expecting us, were you?
In Michelangelo Antonioni's 60s classic, Blow Up, when she romped naked across the screen. She was just 18 and already married to John Barry, the arranger of the James Bond theme. But then he left her.
It was a disaster, and I was left with my daughter Kate. And so I thought that I hadn't been capable of holding on to the man I loved.
Yeah.
And that at 19, 20 years old is terrible. I had no confidence in myself.
She went to Paris to audition for a film called Slogan and was paired with Serge Gainsbourg.
From what I gather, it was not love at first sight.
No. Suddenly I come trundling along, can't speak French, called him Bourguignon. It's because I didn't know any other French.
Did you call him that to his face?
Yes.
But she got the part and the man, who was building a reputation as the French Bob Dylan.
He'd just come out of a very unhappy affair with Brigitte Bardot.
That's got to be slightly intimidating.
No.
No.
I know. I thought, gosh, if he'd been in love with the most beautiful woman in the world, which was Bardot at the time,
Yeah.
and if he could take a look at me, to the contrary.
Gainsbourg had written a song for Bardot that he now wanted Birkin to sing. The moaning may seem tame today, but in 1969, it was incendiary.
What did you make of the controversy over Je t'aime?
Oh, nothing. It was great.
She recalls the reaction the first time she heard it played in a Paris restaurant.
We saw all their knives and forks in the air like that. And Serge said, I think we've got a hit record. Then the Pope goes and bans it,
Yeah.
and the BBC.
Yeah.
It was in the bag.
Best publicity you could get.
Can't get better.
For 13 years, Birkin and Gainsbourg were an inseparable it couple, songwriter and muse. Until his drinking problem fractured the fairy tale.
So suddenly a beautiful boy comes along and, what's more, found me interesting. Whereas it was always for Serge he was the great man.
Yeah.
I suppose I wanted to be noticed.
That boy was French director Jacques Doyon, who asked her to play a depressed wife in his film The Prodigal Daughter.
No one had ever asked me to psychologically take over a part like that, and to have a shirt buttoned up to here, the rest didn't interest him. And then, voila.
She moved in with Doyon, and they had a daughter. But Serge stayed in the picture, still writing songs for her until his death in 1991.
When Serge died, everything else collapsed, and nothing was really the same again.
Birkin and Doyon split, and she focused on her 3 daughters. Kate, her oldest, a successful photographer, battled depression. In 2013, Kate Barry fell from her apartment window, an apparent suicide. For nearly 3 years, Jane Birkin could barely leave her Paris home.
You feel as if someone's pulled the carpet from under your feet.
Yeah.
You didn't see it coming. I saw it coming on many other occasions, and I'd been able to be there and to, I don't know, but this time not. So it took my confidence away completely.
Is your confidence coming back?
No. The confidence is one tiny thing, but she's irreplaceable. And the lack of her. will be forever.
Yeah. You have two other lovely, successful daughters, who you must be very proud of.
Very.
Yeah.
Charlotte has a record coming out right now in a film.
Charlotte Gainsbourg is a renowned actress and singer. And Lou Doyon has won the French Grammy. At 71, Jane Birkin has begun to find her way again. Touring the world, performing Serge Gainsbourg's songs with an orchestra. Next month, for the first time, she'll play Carnegie Hall in New York.
That's a pretty big name.
It's a big name, but it's just a big hall. You just have to fill it.
Yes.
That's true, isn't it?
What's it meant for you to sing these songs this way now?
It's like being on the most wonderful velvet cushion. It's like having lived with Cole Porter and him writing songs for you from when I was 20 until his dying day. So he's given me a good turn in that he showed me a way, a way to go on.